Hello and welcome to Devil's Advocate. With 15 days to go for the voting, is the Congress party in dire trouble? That's the key issue I shall discuss today with the Law Minister and the party's candidate from the Delhi constituency of Chandni Chowk, Kapil Sibbal. Mr. Sibbal, let's start with your party's prospects in the elections, and voting, as you know, starts in 15 days flat. Many people believe your party is in dire trouble. Many of your own party's senior leaders in private say they'll be wiped out. How much of that are you prepared to accept?
I don't know who is telling you in private that they'll be wiped out. I'm also a member of the Congress party and I'm fighting an election for Chandni Chowk. And I firmly believe we won't be wiped out.
Let me tell you, when Rahul Gandhi last Sunday told PTI that Congress would do better than 209 and get more than 206 seats, most people laughed at him. And the kindest explanation was that what else could the poor chap say?
No, I see what he said, why he said, what was in his mind when he said so, whether it's right or it's wrong, I'm not going to comment. But I'm little surprised that people laughed at it, because I think that shows that has a sense of arrogance, shows some arrogance. And it's mostly the BJP who's been, constantly arrogant and throughout the course of this election. And dismissive of the Congress party.
Look at the daunting problems that you face this time around. First of all, the long list of people who've literally defected from your party. It includes Jagdambika Pal, Indrajit Rao, Purandeshwari Devi, Vinod Sharma, Bhagirath Prasad, the legislature party leader in Orissa, Bhupinder Singh, the former CM's wife, Hema Gamang, and now, today, Friday, Satpal Maharaj. Each of these is indicating the party is sinking.
No, absolutely, completely wrong. Look, why did Jagdambika Pal shift? I mean, what is the history of Jagdambika Pal? I know him a little better than you do. And I think it's good that he left us.
You mean it's a case of good riddance in his case?
It's good riddance that Jagdambika Pal.
What about your
as far as
parliamentary
Indrajit Rao is concerned, the conflict is with the CM, with the Chief Minister of Haryana. It has nothing to do with the centre and the Congress party here. So he has his personal problems in Haryana. And you will find that in most of these cases, that's also true of Orissa. Bhupinder, it's also true of Bhupinder. So I think
Hema Gamang, a former Chief Minister's wife?
It's possible. It's possible. People look at their own prospects. One second. People think that they may not be able to succeed in this constituency. Some other party may offer them a better constituency which they want, which the Congress will not give them. So don't take this at face value.
I accept your argument that these are opportunists. Others take a different view. But let me put the opposite to you. How come no one is choosing to come to Congress? I can't think of a single person who's actually joined Congress at this point of time.
In my constituency, any number of people from the Aam Aadmi Party and any number of people from the BJP want to join the Congress.
Can you name a single big name, a household name?
I don't want to, because I'm working with them.
But you're really saying to me that Aam Aadmi people in Chandni Chowk are joining you?
Yeah. I'm telling you my experience.
I'll come to Chandni Chowk in a moment's time. Let's stick with what I call the national problems Congress faces. The second daunting problem is look at what's happened to your allies. You've lost the TMC, the DMK, Ram Vilas Paswan. You've been rejected by the TRS. You have an alliance with Lalu on the most difficult terms possible. In contrast, the BJP's embraced Paswan. They are about to secure an alliance with TDP. They split the AGP, and they have credible alliances in Tamil Nadu, Orissa and Haryana. Once again, the dice are loaded.
Which is the alliance in Orissa that they have?
They have an alliance with two parties.
Which parties are these?
Swain's party and Soumyaranjan Patnaik's party.
That's a credible alliance?
You have nothing. In contrast, you have nothing.
No, then don't use the word credible. You use the word credible. This is no alliance. Please. And you think that alliance, that so-called alliance which is yet to be in Tamil Nadu, is a credible alliance?
It has a potential 25% share of the vote.
Please, don't bat for somebody else. It has no potential. It has zero potential. In fact, the BJP has not been able to get a single ally. Just look at the BJP. Look at BJP's state at this point in time. No alliance in West Bengal.
Nor do you. And you've broken the partner you have.
You are attacking the Congress party. Am I not supposed to talk about the BJP?
What?
No alliance worth the name in Orissa. No alliance in West Bengal. No alliance, nothing in Kerala. Nothing in the Northeast except for that little split in the AGP, which is also irrelevant. No alliance yet in Andhra. No,
they're about to get the TDP. It's almost certain they will.
It's no alliance yet in Andhra. right? And what are the other allies anywhere in the country? None. So all
So you're saying in terms of alliances, Congress is better off than BJP?
I didn't say better off. I said we are in the same position because most of the secular parties don't ever want to have an alliance with the BJP and they never will.
Just a moment. When you say you're in the same position, actually the public impression is that the BJP is attracting friends day by day. You're losing friends day by day.
Thanks to Karan Thapar and some of you that's the public impression, because the correct facts are that they have really not gained any credible allies.
When you say thanks to Karan Thapar, are you saying the media is responsible for your loss of friends?
I didn't say media responsible. You put the question in such a way as if lots of alliances, lots of people are joining the BJP, but I want to know which is that major ally. In Bihar, one second, listen. In Bihar, they have no ally. In Maharashtra, their ally is leaving them.
In Bihar, they have Ram Vilas Paswan.
Come on, please, is he an ally? 7 seats, 3
you would
members.
Him? You're sorry you lost him?
No, incidentally, we were very happy to get rid of him.
I mean, that's another case of good riddance.
Yes, very good, very much good riddance. Because he was negotiating, trying to negotiate 9 seats.
Is this sour grapes each time you lose an ally, good riddance?
Why do you say that?
Because it's the second time you said good riddance.
If I can say that it is good riddance, why do you say it's sour grapes?
I'm just questioning.
No, but that's hardly a question. How can it be sour grapes? When I say it's good riddance, you must accept that as a fact. Now, and in Maharashtra, they're losing their ally. The Shiv Sena is putting up a candidate against Modi in Varanasi. One second, let me talk of allies. So no gain in Punjab, it's their old ally. They wanted in Haryana, broken. One second. Please let me answer.
Go right ahead, go right ahead.
In Haryana, they said they were going to have an alliance with Kuldeep. Fell through.
It hasn't, is it?
Yes, it has.
It hasn't.
Your media reports it. If you say so, can you say authoritatively that it is not broken?
The BJP claims that their alliance with Kuldeep Bishnoi continues.
There is no alliance. There is no alliance. What are you saying continues?
If you say
in fact, on sheet sharing, in fact, they have said. One second, let me finish. So no alliance in Haryana, no alliance, old alliance in Punjab, Shiv Sena breaking down. Which are the alliances you're talking about?
Let the audience...
And yet you say, as Karan Thapar, that they are lots of people are coming to BJP.
Let the audience judge your claim that their alliances are breaking down. Let the audience judge your claim that your position on alliances is as good or as bad as the BJP's.
Exactly. I didn't
Let the audience judge that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to put to you what the polls are saying. Without a single poll disagreeing, they all suggest BJP could cross 200. Sadly, they all seem to suggest Congress could fall below 100. And even if there are questions about polling in India, the trend is clear. And the trend here is bad news for you.
Let me tell you, Karan, and I can talk of Delhi because I know the ground reality of Delhi. In Delhi, we will win at least 3 or 4 seats.
The polls don't say so.
It's in response to that I'm saying this. So either the media believes the polls and decides that Narendra Modi is already the Prime Minister of India, or the media waits for the verdict of the people of India. And I don't agree with you at all. I don't agree. If Delhi is an example and you are saying 0 seats in Delhi, then I can tell you now we'll get at least 3 to 4.
Let me then sum up what we've achieved so far. I put to you the long list of defections. You say these are opportunists. Some of them, in fact, is a case of good riddance as far as you're concerned. Right. I put to you the fact that people believe the BJP is acquiring allies, you're ruling allies. Your reply is that, in fact, when it comes to allies, the position is the same. You don't believe the BJP is gaining. I put to you the position about the polls. Your answer on polls is that actually the polls are mistaken. The polls may be giving the election to Mr. Modi. You don't believe that's the case. Congress is going to do much better.
Absolutely.
Let's approach this whole issue in a different way hereafter. What can you say to the people of India to overcome the fact that you have an image of corruption that surrounds you, of incompetence that surrounds you, and a heavy baggage of anti-incumbency, and yet can convince them that they should vote for you and give you a 3rd term in power? What can you say to convince them
just
despite
give
those
me a
odds?
bit of time. Number 1, I want the people of India to tell me which member of the Council of Ministers of the UPA government belonging to the Congress party has been proceeded against in any corruption charge in the last 10 years.
I grant that.
Not
Congress, but your allies.
No, don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. This is a Congress speech to the people of this country, so please don't interrupt me. So it is true that in the last 10 years, not a single Congress minister, state or cabinet, is charged or proceeded against. As against that, 7 ministers in Karnataka belonging to the BJP are in jail. Yediyurappa, against whom there are charges, has been embraced by BJP. In Gujarat, a minister who's been convicted under the Prevention of Corruption Act is in the cabinet. Another minister, Solanki, against whom there are being proceeded against, is in the cabinet. A minister who has been charged for murder and convicted for murder, right, was in their cabinet. One second. In Maharashtra, all the members of Shivraj Chauhan's family have been given plots across the... One second, please.
I just want to draw the conclusion out.
No.
Is this the reason why the country should give you a third term?
No, I am not saying that. Please, you asked, you said, people believe the Congress is corrupt. I want to say through you to the people of this country, these are the facts. Now judge for yourself who is corrupt. Number two.
But why should they vote for you? That's the question.
You will let me answer the question. Now, if this is what the media has been projecting, that we are corrupt and the facts are otherwise, then you must understand that the media, through the media, people of India should know what we have done for this country.
That's what I'm asking you. Those, I take it, are the reasons why they should give you a third term. What are they?
I'm coming to that.
Give me three.
Main reasons. 14 crore people have been brought out of poverty.
Number two,
our GDP is, even in the worst of times, UPA2 is 7.17%, more than 5.9% in NDS. Even in the worst of times, the average is 7.1%.
But wouldn't the GDP have anyway grown in 10 years?
No, one second. I'm just telling you.
Number three?
Number two. Number three, the kind of public spending we have made for social sector reforms in education and health is something that has never happened in this country before. A lot of people actually are empowered through that process. And number five, if you look at the Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana, because that's connecting people, we have in fact connected people by building roads to the extent of 3,08,000 kilometers. And they did in their tenure 1,10,000 kilometers. Plus every economic indicator in any sector of the economy is much better during our time than it ever was in the BJP.
Just a moment. You've given the reasons why you believe the people of India should vote for you and give you a third term, despite the image of corruption, despite the image of incompetence.
I said despite it. Why do you say image of corruption?
Let me put to you what for many people is the chief concern and challenge the new government faces. It's the slowing down of economic growth. And it seems that even Mr. Chidambaram's budget announced target of 4.9% could be missed. If you're re-elected, what can you do that is different to what you've done in the last 5 years that will boost economic growth?
First, let me answer the first question.
No, answer this.
No, please, let me answer the way I want to answer. Please, even though it's the devil's advocate and you're behaving like the devil, let me answer. When you talk about slowing down of the economy, please try and remember this, that we are in the midst of a global slowdown. It is just this year that the economy in the US and Europe is picking up slightly. Just this year. If you compare us to the emerging economies of the world, like South Africa, like Brazil, and like Russia, in fact, our growth has been much higher than those economies. In fact, those economies have grown by less than 2%, while we grew at 5%.
This is something you've said before, but why do you believe this will reassure people that you can do something new and better?
First, I want to dispel people, right?
What can you do now that's new and better to tackle growth?
The global growth is now coming up. Global demand is going up.
So you'll rise on a rising tide?
One second, global demand is going up. Hopefully, whichever government is formed, in fact, will embrace the policies of the UPA. And if we come to power, the policies on insurance, policies on multi-brand FDI retail.
What insurance policy? Insurance bill hasn't been passed. Isn't it languishing?
That's why we want the opposition to pass it. This is our policy. You are asking me what we will do. We want the GST to be passed. We want insurance
to be... But you failed to pass all of this
because of the
5 years.
opposition, my dear. Because of the opposition. We agreed to all their demands and yet they did not pass. My education bills, they did not pass a single education bill.
Can I put this to you? You're blaming the opposition for the fact that bills that should have been passed didn't get passed.
Yes.
The problem you face is that investors, both home and abroad, have lost confidence in Congress. Let me finish and then you answer. The mere possibility that Mr. Modi may become Prime Minister is boosting the stock market, is boosting the rupee. How can you give these investors confidence that a UPA 3 will do what UPA 2 failed to do?
I'm shocked at the statement that you have made. Because in between this very stock market that you're talking about, because of Modi, has gone up, went down to 16,000 even when Modi was the aspirant for prime ministerial candidate.
It's over 21,000 today.
Then you
it's
did
over
not,
21,000 today.
Then you did not say it has gone down because of Modi. Modi was still the candidate.
Everyone says it's going up because of Modi now.
You are saying so.
The papers are saying so. The pink papers are saying so.
The pink papers are with Modi. You know that. The corporate sector is with Modi. They are fueling his campaign.
Are you making that charge?
I'm not making that charge. We know.
How?
We know.
Well, are you saying they've been paid out by Modi?
I didn't say that.
Then how do you know they're with Modi?
No, see, the business community is clearly 250,000 per plate for dinner. Is that not something that tells you what the business community wants? They want freebies from Modi as he's given them in Gujarat. That's why they are backing him. That's why all this is happening. The fact of the matter is,
those are serious charges, Mr. Sibbal.
No, there's no question of serious charges. I've made this before. The business community in Gujarat, especially the big business to whom he has given freebies, is the one that is fueling the campaign.
You're talking about Adani, you're talking
I'm not talking about any
Ambani?
individual. I'm talking about some business community in Gujarat has been funding all this.
Let's take a break at that point.
So
I want to come back.
And the fact that these fellows in opposition did not allow these important, significant bills to be passed shows how opposed they are to the prosperity of India.
All right, you made that point earlier. Let's take a break. When I come back, I want to talk about two key concerns that matter to the people of India. The question of corruption and the need for a strong, decisive leader. How can you convince the people of India that if you are re-elected, you are the right people to tackle those key concerns? That's in a moment's time. See you after the break. Welcome back to Devil's Advocate and an exclusive interview with the Law Minister, Kapil Sibbal. Mr. Sibbal, let's come to two concerns the country has. One is a concern to do with corruption. Unfortunately, the image of Congress in the country at the moment is that it's responsible for the corruption that's happened. Many people say this is the most corrupt government we've had. How would you tackle...
Many people say means what? Who is many?
Well, you've heard that comment being said by ordinary people.
Who is many? Who is many?
It's been said in the papers.
Who is many?
Many is more than several.
Many is the media. Many is the 24/7 channel. That's not many.
How would you...
And I want to ask you, give me one charge of corruption against the Congress party as a Congress minister. I want to ask you.
I'm not saying Congress party, I'm saying Congress government.
Government, yes. Give me one charge against a Congress government with one second. Hold on. 1 second. Now give me the charge of corruption on coal. Have we made any money on coal? Any Congress government?
That you forego money that you could have made through the allocation.
1 second.
Lost to the exchequer.
Not a single
1.86 lakh crore.
Not a single ton of coal has been mined in this country so far. And you say that we are corrupt. That means nobody has earned from a single ton of coal mine. Then how is the figure of 1,80,000 given by you people to the media, through the media every day to the people of this country?
Given actually by this CAG.
That's not the issue. You are the media.
A constitutional body.
You should reflect on it.
And
he talks of presumptive loss. He doesn't talk of corruption. This is also a spin by the media.
All right.
One second. Let me finish this. So don't put those figures to me which are not figures relating to corruption. Let me correct you. This is a presumptive loss.
I understand.
This is nothing to do with corruption.
I take your point. Can I put you the question, however? The question is, given the country's concern with corruption,
say that,
and given the fact that the media has portrayed your government as corrupt,
yes,
how will you tackle the issue of corruption in a way in which you can convince people you're capable of doing it?
Sensible people like Karan Thapar who will allow me to speak. That's how. If they allow me to tell the people of this country, not a single rupee was made on the alleged coal scam, which you say is corrupt. Even the CAG doesn't call it corrupt. It talks of presumptive loss. The same thing with 1,76,000.
So in other words,
nobody said there was corruption. They said there was a presumptive loss. That's nothing to do with corruption.
You're saying if the media gives you a fair chance, you can convince the country you can handle corruption.
Yes. Of course, we are the only ones who have been handling corruption. The right to
The
information.
media is throttling you in a sense.
No, don't put words in your mouth.
But they're denying you the opportunity.
No, the media has to be fair. I didn't say they deny me the opportunity. The media has not been fair because they have not been putting our point of view to the people of this country. One, listen first. In the CWG, who has been charged for corruption? Which member of the government, either of the state government or of the central government, has been charged?
Although questions have been raised about...
One second, don't. You just said CWG, and I've asked you a question, name me one person, and you are not able to answer this. You say questions are raised in the media. Is this fair? Is this a fair interview?
All right. Let me come to the last issue of concern. People say they want a strong, decisive leader. Many believe that they have it in Narendra Modi. How do you convince them that Rahul Gandhi has the same qualities?
Forget about anybody else. I can bet you Narendra Modi can never be Prime Minister of this country. The people of this country are too wise to allow a man who constantly thinks of himself and himself alone, who doesn't understand either history or the democratic processes of this country, who has destroyed the calm and peace of a state in which he was chief minister. 25 of his policemen are in jail today for charges for false encounters and murders. His minister has been convicted to death for murder. His ministers have been charged for that. And you think that man can never be chief prime minister of India?
Clarify one thing for me. When you say Modi can never be, are you also saying Modi will never be?
Will never be. Will never be. And
Modi will lose the election.
I did not say so. I said Modi will never be Prime Minister of this country. The people of India do not want Narendra Modi to be Prime Minister of this country.
Very quickly, because we're really out of time. Are you suggesting BJP could win, but another man could become PM?
I am not suggesting anything. You asked me a question. I've given you a straight answer. Modi will never be Prime Minister of India.
Kapil Sibbal, a pleasure talking to you.